So the U.S. is completing its ninth straight night of strikes against Iran, hitting back at the terror regime for killing 2 troops in attacks on Jordan on Friday. Another service member killed in action after a downed Iranian drone detonated in Iraq. Retired U.S. Air Force Brigadier General Robert Spalding joins us right now. He served in the National Security Council during President Trump's first term. General, are you pleased the president has put aside the MOU and is punishing them again?
Well, I wouldn't say I was pleased, but it's certainly not surprising to see. I don't think anybody is surprised that the Iranians aren't going to follow their agreement, and I think this is something that's going to have to continue as a result.
So what do you think we're doing now in terms of focusing? Instead of maximizing damage, is there a strategy there? Some say the strategy is militarily opening up the strait and taking control. Do you see that?
Absolutely. I think they're trying to create a pathway so that we can control the strait. I think that they're reducing the distance that arms from Iran can travel to shipping. And so in doing that, I think we're setting up for something like Operation Southern and Northern Watch, where it's going to be a long time that we're there to keep the strait open.
So what concerns do you have about our Gulf states? They're targeting Jordan, our bases in Jordan, and they're targeting our bases primarily in Kuwait and Bahrain. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think we have to be careful because the Chinese could still be sending weapons in that allow them to get to those ranges. We have to continue to reduce their ability to strike that far. But, yeah, it's going to be a challenge going, as long as this continues.
So if you look at what they're able to do, according to the Wall Street Journal, Iran shipped 70 million barrels of oil worth at $6 billion between June and July when we temporarily lifted that blockade. Does it show you they have to show us a lot more before we lift anything next time?
Well, you got to imagine that most of that money they're going to try to use for weapons. So, yeah, it's creating the threat that we're trying to reduce. So every time we open up for them to sell oil, we can expect that they're going to use it to do things that are against our interests.
How much longer do you expect this to go on? And do you think munitions should be a limitation at this point? What do you hear?
No, I don't think, the Pentagon has done a great job of restocking the munitions. I don't think that's an issue at all. But I do expect that we're going to be there a long time. Operation Northern Southern Watch went on for, almost 20 years, I think. So I think this is going to be something similar. We're going to have to stay there. Those guys aren't going to change their behavior. We have to adapt. And I think, we're going to have to get the Gulf states and those that rely on the oil coming from the Gulf states to help pay for this.
So currently, we have a situation where we are going 9 straight days, hitting them hard. They're hitting us back. Now, at what point do you re-engage with talks, and who would you want to be dealing with? Personally, I don't think it does any good to deal with anything except the IRGC. They seem to have the ultimate say on everything anyway.
Well, but the IRGC, though, what they say is they're decentralized for decision making. And so say you make a deal with the IRGC, can you really trust what they're going to do? I don't think they've shown that you can't. So I think we're going to have to keep the pressure on. And like I said, we're going to be here a while. This is not going away anytime soon, in my opinion.
And with the strait, I think it would be a lot easier if we can get that strait open, and it will be a lot more of a stranglehold on Iran. Lastly, how long do you think that'll take?
I don't think that part of the operation will take much longer. I think they've done a good job of, gathering intelligence prior to these strikes to understand what they needed to go after. And I think now we're going to set up the conditions for us to control the strait. Of course, they're going to have to go back in and take out targets as they continue to pop up, but it's not going to be as intense as it's been for the last 9 days, maybe another week or so.
General, thanks so much. Appreciate it. Meanwhile,
be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.